So I'm back with another What Is It video. It's another yet item I found at a local recycler. I got it for $1. Not sure what it is. I'll give you kind of the view around here. It's got a large bundle of what I believe to be rubber wrapped and cloth wrapped wire coming out the back. It's an interesting box. We've got these couple of jacks on the front, labeled speaker, and I believe it says phono. That actually hears it better on the camera. Phono and speaker. Obviously some kind of amplifier to it. Got a couple adjustable capacitors, resistors. We'll find out when we get inside. Interesting piece of kit. I've gone ahead and tipped up on the side here so you can read the manufacturer of the case. Leeds and Northrop. In Philadelphia, made in USA. It looks to me like at one time there was probably a meter movement in that little window. There's nothing there now. I lean towards this being something that was home built, though your guess may be as good as mine. On the top, we've got these couple of ceramically insulated posts, perhaps maybe for an antenna. We've got a control over here. The knob's loose, but there's a air gap capacitor in there that you can just kind of see looking in through the side. Well, let's pull the screws out, take a look inside, see what we got. Well, with the screws removed, we can open it up and take a look inside. Obviously a couple of tubes, a couple of potential transformers, several things. Let me tip this up and get a bit more light. Hopefully this is affording you a little bit better look. We've got several items inside. I don't honestly know what this is here. See if I can read what it says. Lynch Manufacturing Company, New York, made in USA. Obviously, air gap capacitor, one of the ceramic mounts, a couple of different tubes. What looks to be a wax capacitor back in there. Maybe 2 microfarad. Manufactured by, can't read it, P-O-L-Y-M-E-T perhaps, Manufacturing Corporation, New York. You know, it looks to me like it's probably homebrew construction, though I don't know. We've got another air gap cap there with an inductor hung up behind it. What looks to be probably a mica capacitor. Don't know. I don't know what this little box here is with the inductor off of the top of it. Another mica cap. Interesting. We've swung around the other side. We can see that in this door, it's essentially had whatever the material there was hacked out. A steel plate added in. Some labels, CBAT, 7.5 volts plus to ground, red filament plus white. So, certainly something interesting. We've got some labels down here, plus 30 volt, plus 45 volt. Looks to me like at one time there was something up under there. I've counted a total of 4 tubes. It's like a variable potentiometer here, Potentiometer, boy, if I could speak. Here, there's another air gap capacitor. A couple more inductors. This is interesting. Is it capacitively coupled? A little air gap there, perhaps. I see potentially another mica capacitor back in there. I don't know. That's parts I don't necessarily recognize. Oh, there's 5 tubes total. There's one hiding back there upside down. You know, is it a 5-tube American radio? I just don't know. I don't know enough about tube stuff to really be able to say. I'd love to find a date on something, but so far I haven't. I may actually have one right there, 1933, perhaps. Well, we can see that whatever was removed here, there's 2 floating leads here that I assume would have connected into whatever used to sit there. One of the tubes, let's see if I can get it shot here, is a Raytheon 30. The other, I'm guessing, is a 33, although you probably can't read it. Well, it's somewhat there. You know, these may give a hint at date. I don't know. They're Sylvania tubes. You know, it's just not my field of expertise. I don't know what we've got up in there. Perhaps there's a mica cap back in there, it looks like. And I don't know, is that a capacitor? Is it a crystal? Don't honestly know. The more I look inside, it's certainly a repurposed case. I'm sure this was hand built by somebody. Sure somebody enjoyed it many, many decades ago. So something, of course, that I wonder about with this is with these wing doors closed, there's really no ventilation. I would have to think if you ran the, whatever this was with the doors closed, it would run very hot. I wonder if he had to open the doors to operate it. On this side, we have a Raytheon 33 tube. I used to believe it was a Raytheon. Now it's a Sylvania 33. And this was the Raytheon 30 again. You can get a little clearer shot of what's got to be a paper wax capacitor there. It's got black and red leads. May well have been polarized, or is polarized. Yeah, it's a capacitor based on the marking. Rather crude construction. Well, interesting. There's a nut loose inside. I'll just go ahead and remove it. You know, it's the same issue on this side with the door closed. There's really no ventilation beyond where I assume a meter movement was mounted in there at one time. Was the case opened to operate it? I don't know. It looks like an aluminum mounting plate there. And it looks really like it was formed yesterday. That's amazing. Huh? How crisp and clean that looks. Almost like it was replaced recently, which would be incredibly odd. And I don't know what that item is. Well, I'm sure somebody out there will be able to give me a better idea what this might be. So, one more quick look. Something else, I guess, to add to my list of curiosities. There you have it. Hopefully somebody can let me know what it is.